my name is Sneaky from Cloud9, and this is my top 5 champions for solo queue. So, I think all 5 of these champions are on a relatively similar level, kind of just depending on what you kind of need for a team comp. But I'll start off with Callista. I think she's probably the highest, but not by a huge margin. She's always just been up there, and most recently they gave her some weird changes to make her auto attack do like 10% less damage, but it still didn't really affect her gameplay. She's still a lane bully. She can still snowball out of control, and for that reason, she's still a very high pick in solo queue. Corki is up there as well because he's always just been this Trinity Force buyer who gets a huge spike with Trinity Force and then kind of falls off a bit, but it's super easy to snowball once you get that Trinity Force. Even if you're 0-4 and you get your Trinity Force, you're still going to be stronger than a guy with IE and even Zeal. So huge opportunities for you to take off games with Corki. He's just kind of been the same champ the entire time. Ashe, I also put on the list because she's got insane utility. Her ulti, her slows, like everything. And she's got really good damage too. The only issue is how to position correctly on her. Because if you make one mistake, you don't really have any gap closers to get out like all these other champions do. So I think she's a really strong champion, but you just have to be more mindful of where you are. Tristana is also high up on the list. She is kind of a little bit weak early game, has some interesting matchups against a lot of these champions. She doesn't really have that much of favored, but she scales really hard. 1 to 2 items, she is okay. 2 items, she's really strong, and then she starts destroying turrets so fast at 3 items. It's actually insane. I think at 4 items you'll like 5-shot tier 3 turrets, which is insane. If you ever get a Baron buff, just take down your entire base at the same time. So really good champion, can clean up really well, secure kills with their ults and stuff. Put Vayne also on this list because as the final one, because I think she has the potential to kill all the tanks that are in the game at the moment really easily, like Maokai, Gragas. I think there's a lot more tanks moving out of the meta, but she can still move in and out of fights, and she doesn't really have much of a laning phase issue. She seemed to have been a good pick in a Sivir, which is kind of played every now and then, but I think she's okay. Like, not super top tier, but I think she makes it in this top 5 list pretty easily. Thank you for watching this guide. Make sure to check out the rest of the guides over here at allclass.com.